tractor. So on this tractor, the paint might not look too bad, but I'm going to redo the whole thing. Also, this yellow stripe here, that is not correct. So that's supposed to be all green, and the decals are supposed to be yellow. So that's what I'm going to restore it to. I saw some people in the comments asking that. See, the paint doesn't look too bad. This is original paint, and I could leave it that way, but it doesn't look great. So to protect the steel, to make it look nice, and just to help with everything, I'm going to paint it. And right now we're going to start taking stuff apart. So we're going to drain the gas out of it. I'll have a problem that I'll explain after this video. I'm also the oil pressure is low, so I'll have to do something about that. Not sure really what we'll get up to this video. I'm not sure how long this video will take me to make. This is just the first day. Right now I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with all the gas, because I thought it was going to run for a while, and I filled it all the way up with gas. So it's pretty full with gas, maybe 3/4 full, and now I have to drain it all out because we have a problem with the oil, which I'll explain after this little video I have taken right now. So, yeah, I guess we're going to start draining the gas out. Alright, so I made a mistake on my tractor. If you have an old tractor like this with the fuel shut off on the sediment bowl, you always want to shut that off. I found out the hard way here. My fuel sediment bowl, so basically when I turn it off, it doesn't stop the flow, and it also leaks out the sediment bowl. So I thought, hey, it wouldn't do anything if I turn it off, so I might as well just leave it on all the time. So what I should have done is I should have got a new sediment bowl valve right away, because now my engine's flooded, but then like gas went through the piston rings, a little bit of gas went through the piston rings, now it's in my oil. So I could drain all the oil out, replace it, get a new sediment bowl valve, but I'm thinking I might as well just start tearing everything down and painting it. I wanted to do the tear down and paint it in springtime. Outside right now there's still snow. I thought maybe it'd be nicer if everything was a bit warmer and I could drive around in springtime and then tear it down, which is sadly not the case. So the plan is I'm going to, there's a couple things I still need to do on the other side of the engine here. So I'm going to drain all the gas out, then I'm going to run and get all the gas out, and that's the last time gas is going to be in this tractor for hopefully until we get it running. And then I'm going to drain the oil out and then take stuff off like the starter, the distributor, the generator, the gas tank, just all the stuff we need to take off for paint, right? And then we'll paint it, hopefully in the springtime. And yeah, we're just going to start tearing it apart today. Not really, just drain the gas tank, hopefully, but that's what I'm going to do today. I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, so if you have a Model M or you're familiar with them, you know that it's not actually supposed to have a bungee cord or two bungee cords holding the grill on, and it's not supposed to be like that. So this grill needs some body work. The radiator, it's a newer style, so I guess they didn't make it to fit the Model M. Maybe they made it to fit a 40. I'm not really sure, but I have to move the filler hole, and also this here, where the bolt goes in, that's all smashed. So we're gonna have to do a lot of body, or maybe some body work on the grill here. So that's why it's being held on by a bungee cord and not on like a normal Model M. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take off. So I said we're going to drain the gas out, but before I do that, I'm going to take off the grill and the hood. It is a two-man job, but since I'm not really worrying about scratching the paint too much, it doesn't, because I'm just going to repaint it, right? So when I get painted, it will be a two-man job, but for now, it's just for me. Alright, so on these, on the hood here, it has these special kind of fasteners. You can just use a slotted screwdriver to get out. this is not the correct way to take off the hood. This is the way you have to do it for one person. You can also do some other ways, but yeah. Alright, so if you haven't seen it before, this is what my tractor looks like with no hood and grill on. Before I got this tractor, I was thinking when you take the hood and the grill off of a Model M, it almost looks like an unstyled tractor with the radiator showing. So I thought it'd be funny if someone had a really junk Model M and they got it running, and that the sheet metal was junk and they didn't want to buy new sheet metal, they could build it into a unstyled Model M. But they never made unstyled Model M's, they're always styled, I guess. But I guess since there's never unstyled ones, normal Model M's are styled, so. Yeah, I can bring you guys into a close look, and I can show you some other problems here. And yeah, let's do that. Alright, so you can see that's the valve cover, and if you see all that oil, that's not usually there. So I think it's because the crankcase is so full of oil and gas, as I explained in the video before. Since it's full of oil, too full, then so I figured this out like yesterday. All right, so I haven't been running it on purpose with knowing gas was in the engine. So just so you know that. If I would have knew that sooner, I would have stopped right away, which is kind of too bad. I really hope I haven't wrecked anything. But anyway, so I think oil gets too full in here and it spills out of this cap because it's all covered in oil in there. But yeah, we'll have to take this off too because the gasket's junk, I think, even though I put a new gasket on it. I ripped it by accident when I was taking it off because it was sticking. It might not be junk, but we'll see. And yeah, we'll have to fix that as well. So yeah, there's lots of problems on my tractor. So here's my radiator. It doesn't look too bad. It's a newer radiator, so like I said, the hole for the radiator fill is not in the right spot. It used to be all aluminum here, but I since painted just the tank and the sides green, just for fun. I guess not for fun, just it looks a little better. And yeah, it's a little scratched on the other side, so I'll repaint the green spots when we redo the rest of the tractor, which hopefully is soon. Yeah, that's all in the radiator. Over here, there's the muffler. And if you can see that, that's a big hole. Also, this thing is rusted out. Look at that. On the camera, it should be moving, showing it moves a lot, but it's all rusted out at the bottom. So, I was talking to another guy with the Model M. He started it up for me, and his Model M sounded a lot different. And I'm like, well, why is your tractor so much quieter? And he's like, oh, well, there's a hole in the muffler. So I didn't know it made that much of a difference. So see, there's a big hole. It's also all rusted down here. So yeah, basically, I guess the muffler's not doing anything. Or, it's not doing much. It's doing a little bit. So we'll have to get a new muffler. See here, the radiator's all scratched up. So, and also here's the battery over here on this side. The seat, as I explained last week, the seat's great. So yeah, so here's the carburetor. And down here is where you dump fuel out, or basically check. I use it as like a, if you want to get all the fuel out, because I've had to drain the fuel out a couple times. So, since I put too much gas in it, which I realize now was a big mistake, I'm not really sure how to drain out. I could put it in big 5-gallon pails, but yeah, I'm not sure. So, and I'll show you the battery too. Alright, so it's kind of a custom thing I built in here. I put this tripod down here. Just wait. Alright, so if you can see in there, I'll turn on the light here. So in there's my battery from PV Mark, but I guess for you American people, I guess it'd be TSC. Yeah, so here's positive. This tractor's positive ground. Since I got a brand new battery, this I kept putting custom made this plate here to hold it in. That just kind of goes over all the caps and just holds the battery in, which is kind of nice. Then back there, since this is grounded to the frame and the frame is positive, if it hit the negative, that'd wreck the battery or cause a short, right? So I took this off a parts truck we have outside. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's a battery cover. I painted it green. It used to be red, but since this tractor's John Deere, I painted it green. And yes, that hopefully will not cause any problems. And then the only red part on my tractor here is that hose. So that radiator hose, the other one, the one that came with my parts tractor, this tractor didn't come with any radiator hoses. Actually it did, it just, they were junk. And like, if you don't know Model M's, they used to have a pipe and then 2 rubber ends. The pipe that came with this tractor was rusted out and had holes in it. So I used the one from the parts tractor, but it kinked right here since the radiator has a big kind of, it's not built as right as the original. So then we went and got that new hose, which is red or pink, whatever you want to call it. So that's, I'm not sure what I'll do with that. It doesn't look too bad, so I might just leave it red. I also might paint it black, but that's not the greatest idea. Over here by the carburetor, like I said before, we're going to drain that out. I got this hose from Steiner Tractor Parts. It works great. And yeah, I guess that's the walk around of my tractor. I guess now we'll start draining the fuel off. Alright guys, so a bit of change of plan here. I moved my tractor from where originally, this is all basically my stuff, like my tractor stuff. I have some rototillers over there and my bikes and stuff. Some small engines too. All this is kind of mechanic stuff and different stuff, but this is all my tractor stuff. So, yeah, so I basically moved my tractor out here. I just pushed it out here. I wasn't going to run it for too long with that gas in the engine. But I moved it out here. It's now a little brighter out here. It's a little easier to walk around the tractor. It's also a little easier to, let's say I got all the parts off and I want to go bring it outside to paint it. Well, we can just push it straight out now, instead of having to turn it when it was in there. So basically what I did is I pushed it out here, and I didn't drain the fuel out because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there. So I could put a 5-gallon pail out, but what are we going to do with a 5-gallon pail full of gas? So maybe we'll put in a jerry can. And the only jerry can I have is half full, and that tank is full. And I just have a little jerry can. So I took lots of parts off. I took my camera phone holder thing for the tractor. I took the hitch off. I already had the PTO cover off. Now the reason yeah, like I said, I was taking off parts. Stuff I took off was like my battery holder. Let's see, what else did I take off? I disconnected the steering shaft. You can see that. I cleaned that up. That's good. I took off the step there. I took off the seat and the toolbox back here. I took off the hitch and the PTO cover, but that was the PTO cover was already off. So, and I also took off my phone holder here. Yeah, so that's the update on my tractor. So I'm not sure what you guys will see next, but I know it will be on my tractor. So, but yeah, I guess next will be for you guys in 1 second. Hi guys, it's another day, and I got a car pulled up here. This is a Ford Focus. I'm gonna put the gas the gas I don't need from this tractor into the car, since it's still good gas. I'm going to use a paint strainer, which is not the right thing, but I use it to strain the paint. I use a paint strainer to strain the fuel, just so any unwanted clumps don't get into the gas. It's not really the right thing, but since we have it out here in the shop and it works, that's what I'm going to be using. But yeah, so we're going to put the gas from here into the car, and yeah, I'll show you guys around the car for a bit. Alright, so we have my jerry can and a funnel, some pliers to open up the drain here on the carburetor. We also have my paint strainer. This is where all my gas goes through. It's not the right thing. If you have the right tool, you should use that. But I'm not actually sure what you should use to strain paint. But anyway, and then over here we have this Ford Focus. And if you don't know what this is, if you have this easy fuel setup on your car, this will probably be underneath the flap where your spare tire is in the back. And if you don't know what it is, if you think it's just an extra funnel, that's not what it is. See, on these easy fuel, there's two tabs. There's a tab on this side of the hole, tab on this side of the hole, and that. So you have to press all three to get something down into there to the tank. So that's why if you put like a gas tank, something at the gas tank, you have something at the gas station, the nozzle you just put in there, it opens up. So basically, what this is if you're stuck on the side of the road, you could just pop up the back hatch or whatever you have on your car, maybe trunk, and then you just stick that in there like that. Now you can bring a jerry can, and yeah, that's what that's for. So that's what I'm going to be using. So yeah, I don't think I'll video too much of what I'm doing. It's super basic. I just open that up, let it drain, strain it while it's draining out, and then I'm just going to dump it in here. So super simple. I don't think you guys want to watch that, but yeah, that's what I'm about to do. So let's go. Alright, so I did say we're not going to be filming too much, so I'm just going to film the start of this. Just, I don't know, just to show you guys what I'm doing here. Alright, so this is my jerry can. I'm going to open it up. Get it off. Funnel. Paint strainer. And I am wearing some dirty clothes, my work clothes. So because it does smell like gas. You do smell like gas when you're done working on stuff like this at the end of the day, so that's fine. So, I'm going to open up this little valve here. Just got to remember which way it goes. Okay, good. Good, so that's open now. I'm gonna take this off, so it's if your gas cap is really tight, it kind of creates a suction in here, so all the air in here stays in here and it can't get more out of here. So it goes faster if you loosen this off. But on my tractor, since this thing is the original and it's 75 years old or more, because my tractor's 75 years old last year, because it's 1949 model. Yeah, so it's kind of old, so the seal is probably not the greatest. Yeah, so I'm going to bring you guys in to see what I'm doing here. Alright, so if you can see in there, you can see the gas is draining. Very nice, very nice. And there's the paint strainer, which is now a gas strainer. So I have this, the chair with the back broke, so somebody cut off the back, and now it's a stool. So that's what I use every time I'm draining fuel out of my tractor. So now, I guess the next video you're going to see is me pouring this gas into the car. But for me, I'm going to have to wait here until this is all the way full, and then I'll dump it into the car, and then we'll do it again. I'm not sure how many times. Maybe I'll take just once, because the tank is very full. So yeah, I guess while I'm waiting, you guys can go right there. I hope it goes well.
Alright, so now you can see the gas tank is almost full. If you can't see it, I'll point it out. It's kind of obvious once you know where it is, but I'll point it out to you. So, right here is where the gas is in my jerry can. It's not too full, but I think I should just go ahead and stop now. We'll empty it into the car, we'll see how much gas is left, and then we'll keep going. So, I'm gonna check how much gas is left in the tank. So, what I do is I take a clean stick like this. This is like a piece of plywood cut into a strip. Nice piece of plywood. Some cheap stuff. Wow, there's still a lot of gas. Alright, so the gas level is right there by my fingernail. You can probably see that. So we're gonna probably do another full jerry can. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna stop the flow. So I'm gonna roll up my sleeves so I don't get gas on my coat. So this leaks, that's why I always left it on, which is why the oil has gas in it now. So that's why I always left it on, but now it looks like that was a very bad mistake. So always buy a new one of these if yours doesn't work. So yeah, so like I said before, it doesn't 100% stop the leak. See, I turned it off. It's been a few seconds now. It's still just dripping. So it hasn't 100% stopped. Well, that's fine. It's just a little slower. So now I'll turn this off, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so I just got my jerry can out. I turned off the gas. It was a little bit more tricky than I thought it was going to be. But I got my spout on here. So I put all this back on. Now I'm going to start filling up the car. This is going to take a lot faster than emptying it takes. Good, so that's empty. I did spill a tiny little bit at the end, but I mean, like, this funnel's not very big. So that worked good. And now we're going to do it again. I don't think I'll film it this time because it's a little annoying to move the camera and take, especially when my hands are covered in gas and I don't want to touch my phone because I don't want my phone to have gas on it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm just going to do that again. It's simple. I don't think you guys want to watch stuff like just doing the same stuff over and over again. But yeah, it's just simple. I just put it into the jerry can and put it in the car. Yeah, so see you when it's done. So I'm filling up my 4th jerry can of gas. The tank is somewhere around right here. So I'm just going to let this drain over Sunday. Since tomorrow is Sunday, I'm not going to work. So, I'm just going to let this drain all Sunday, and then on Monday, we'll come back here, and we'll, since it's just going to be about that full, that's good. I use this jerry can for rototillers, and sometimes this tractor if I just need a little bit to get to the gas tank. So, I guess see you on Monday. Alright guys, it is Saturday evening. I just came out from supper time and it's dark outside. Supper is good. We had ham and mashed potatoes. It was very good. As you can see, the gas has stopped draining, which is good. So I'm just going to let it drip if it has any left. And on Monday, we'll come back out and we'll keep working. So I guess, see you on Monday. Alright guys, welcome back. It's another week, and today we're going to be working on my tractor again. I guess you guys already knew that, but we're going to finish with the gas. Yeah, and then I think that'll wrap it up for this video. But basically in this video, we basically started taking stuff apart on my tractor. So, I'll go ahead and start cleaning this up. Yeah, you're not really going to want to do that, but okay. right there. This thing's about half full now, which is a good amount. I use this jerry can for filling up little small engines and sometimes this tractor, so I like to keep a bit of gas in it. So that's good for now. And pick up this that I dropped. We're needing those pliers. Give it out. And then the stool, we're gonna put this away. Alright, well that was kind of simple. Yeah, now we can start taking stuff off. Yeah, I put some penetrating oil on this, which is the exhaust manifold. You don't want these to break off, but since I already took it off before, they shouldn't break off. So I just put some penetrating oil. They came right out. I tightened them back up since I'm not sure. I should just leave it on for now. But yeah, now we're gonna be draining out some other fluids, like the radiator, the oil, because like I said, there's gas in the oil. We have to replace that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, you might want to go check out some other videos of mine. All I do is basically stuff on my tractor here. I guess I've done some other videos, but yeah, basically all of it is on my tractor. Yeah, so if you like this kind of stuff, hit subscribe and come back in the future, because we're going to get into some more exciting stuff after the teardown. Hopefully we can get it painted and then put it back together and do some fun stuff with it. So if you're into that kind of stuff, hit subscribe now, and then you can come back later in time for the fun stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. Well, I guess we'll go outside again. It's probably going to be really cold and there's snow everywhere. Might as well check. Oh, wow! The snow's all melting and the sun came out. Wow. That's pretty good.